Hi, this is Alex Coombs with Zenapply, and wanted to put together a quick training for you and show you two things. Really, one, what is Zenapply? How does the application experience look like for your applicants? And then also want to go into the back end of our platform and show you how you're going to manage your hiring process. Zenapply is a very unique platform. The main purpose of why we built Zenapply is to help you get more insight about an applicant that you just don't get from a traditional resume. In fact, a lot of applicants these days, especially with millennials, a lot of times they don't even have that great a resume. So how do you make that decision on whether or not you hire somebody? And more importantly, how can we avoid time-wasting interviews with the wrong candidates, right? That's what Zenapply does, and I'm going to show you a few things today in today's training of how we're going to make that happen for you. So what you're seeing here is the culture page that we set up for you, whether that's cutbop.zenapply.com, 5-Star Barbecue, or 180 Tacos. You'll have your own unique Zenapply landing page. And the purpose of this culture page is to really just show off, what it looks like to work at your company, right? The look and feel, just as much as, you want to know about the candidate also wants to know more about the company, right? So that's why we have it. So the candidate can come here, they can click on this little video, see kind of the company culture, and if they're interested, they just click apply now. Now, when you do this, it will list all of your job openings. If they click more info, they can go to the job description page and see, the responsibilities and, some of the things you guys are looking for. And then they just click apply for this job. Now, we try to keep this as lightweight as possible and also mobile friendly. So, in fact, 60% of all of our applicants apply from their phone. So, you're good to go with in terms of being mobile friendly with Zenapply. Once they fill out their personal information, we can also capture their availability. So say in this example, they can work every day except Sunday, and they can commit to that for the next 6 to 12 months. Okay. And then once they press next, this is where we really kind of set ourselves apart from other hiring platforms. And we want to create what we call the interview before the interview. Have a little welcome message here, really kind of setting the stage. Hey, look, we hire for personality. We're going to ask you a series of questions to get to know you. Please consider this your first interview, right? And as they do that, then they open up and they fill out this profile. Now, this profile is all customizable for every position that you post. I just kind of threw something together for this training, but as you can see, the applicant can come in here, upload, their image, their picture of who they are. I think I got a picture here. They upload their image. They can do a passion video, right? So this is a great way to, in a couple minutes, to quickly see kind of, hey, how do they communicate? What's their personality, right? What we've found is if you get someone talking about what they're passionate about, the true person kind of comes out, right? And so that's the purpose of a passion video. We also have a personality clause where they can upload images about their personality, who they are, what their interests are. Once again, just trying to get more information about the individual, in addition to their references and resumes. Now, you have these check marks and stars next to these sections. The check mark means that they're required. The stars are their extra credit or optional. And you can make anything required or disabled or optional. It's really up to you when you set this up. The other section that we have in this profile are a few screening questions. And what's neat about these questions is you guys actually choose how you want the applicant to respond, whether that's a written response or a video response where they can just record it right from their phone or right from their laptop and answer that question with a video, right? Once again, the whole purpose of this platform is to bring resumes to life and create an interview before the interview so that you can really see what kind kind of a person an applicant is before you invest the time to bring them in for a live interview. So that's the applicant experience. I want to now transition and go into the back end of Zenapply and what you guys will do on a day-to-day basis in terms of managing your account. So let me just log in. So if I just come to cutbop.zenapply.com, click login, you're going to come to this login page. Now, if you have trouble logging in for the first time, just click forgot your password, enter in your email address, and it will send you an email to have you reset your password. So just if you have any issues logging in the first time, that's what you need to do. So once you log in, this is what it looks like on the back end of Zenapply. Now, depending on your role, you know, if you're an admin, you're going to see everything that you're seeing here. If you're not, you're just a hiring manager, we're going to be able to take out the information or the sections that really don't pertain to you, because at the end of the day, all you care about is your applicants, right? And so when you log in, you know, it's going to be a lighter version, if you will. But let me show you a couple areas that are going to be important. The first one is the dashboard, right? This is going to show your applications on a daily basis. How many are we getting? You know, where are they coming from in terms of sources? And how many openings do we have, right? Just give you a snapshot of your current hiring process. 90% of your time is going to be spent in the search candidates section. Now, every day, every morning, you're going to receive an email with a list of your new applicants from the day before, all right, with a link right to Zenapply. So you click on the link to the profile, opens it up, and you're able to go right into the profile and view those applications. Now, in the search section, you can search on a lot of different criteria. You can search based on status, whether it's I want to look at all new applications, I want to look at all my active applications, or I want to see everyone that has completed a first interview. You can also do it based on job openings, based on location or based on an actual position. And then finally, you can also do it on just different filters like completion percentage. I want to see everyone that's did 100% completion on their profile. Now we do, if a candidate does not complete their profile during the application process, you will still get that application, so you can still act on that. But obviously, if someone takes the time to complete it, they are showing a lot more interest in the job than someone who didn't, right? So it's a great way for you to go in and base your searches on those who put in more effort. Now you can also, as you do these searches, if you find that you're creating kind of a similar search every single time, one of the things I recommend is once you do that search, click save, and it will allow you to name that that custom search, so that you can just go to this drop down and go right to that very, very quickly. Now, once you've done your search, you're going to have the results here. So the results, you can see here, has kind of a social media feel, these what we call profiles, where you can see all of your applicants, and you have a couple different things that you can do in these profiles. The first one is their status, right? As they come into the system, they're marked as new, and then as you do any activity with those profiles, they automatically turn to active, and until you guys manually change the status. I recommend that you guys discuss as a team what you want those candidate statuses to be. I added the interview 1 complete status. The new, active, hired, not hired, and consider later statuses are baked in and cannot be changed. But you can add additional candidate statuses if needed, so that you can customize the hiring workflow and make it easier to manage. And once again, you can search based on those statuses as well. You can also customize workflow tags. Workflow tags are just a way for you to track activities that you've done. Like, for example, I have called them, I've emailed them, I've scheduled an interview, right? So that's how you would manage that. And then you can also attached notes. Anytime you have an interview, I always recommend attach those notes to the profile. Keep everything in one central location to protect yourself from a legal standpoint, from discrimination, different things like that. It's always great to have records always attached to these profiles. And then you can also, any emails that are sent to the system are automatically tied to the profile, and we even have a timeline feature, so you can actually see when applicants and also internal users interact with profiles from a tracking perspective. Other things that you can do in these profiles is, obviously, if you come to actions, you can click on view and it'll take you right to the profile and see how they answered questions. You can also send them messages. You can send them, for example, we've got a few email templates in the system already. You can create as many email templates as you want. But you can come in here, hey, I want to schedule an interview, click send, and it'll send that out to the applicant and get that scheduled. Now we do have a tool called bulk actions up here. So if you did a search on all new applications and you wanted to send out a schedule interview email, you could just select all and then send message, and it would then send out a bulk email to each one of those applicants individually, not as a group message, but individually, and just help you work more efficiently. You can also share applicants within our system. So if you click share, you can come in here. You can click on Tessa and type a message and then click share, and Tessa would get an email with the link to that profile. So it's a great collaboration tool internally, as you may need to share these applicants. So that is the search candidate section. Like I said, you're going to spend 90% of your time in this area, managing and going through the workflow of your hiring process. Other things I want to show you is, obviously, if you guys add new locations, it's real easy to add those into our system. Just over here on the left, you have these job settings, and you can just put the address, city, state, add, and then you're good to go. In terms of positions, as you open up new positions, we just have the one position here, the food check manager, but this is where you can put, a job description in here. One neat thing that we can do here is you can also add a job description video if you wanted. We found that kind of be the new thing. People, candidates love to see, for example, who they're going to be working with, right? Who's going to be their manager. And so a lot of companies, a lot of customers of ours are building out these job description videos of the manager just talking about the job, what their management style is, what expectations are for the position, and things like that. It's a fun way of leveraging video to incorporate into your hiring process. And then finally is openings. So once you've added locations, added positions, now you're ready to open up your jobs. And it's as easy as just coming to open up a position and click on it, and it opens it up here where you can do a couple different things. The first thing is you have this posted button. If this button is blue, if you click on it, it turns blue. What that means is that every 6 hours, job boards will come to Zenapply, scrape our site, and automatically push your new job openings to those job boards so that they could be visible to potential applicants, right? We've got a special integration with Indeed where normally Indeed only refreshes your job on their site every 90 days. We have an integration with them that we built that allows you to refresh your jobs automatically every 30 days to give you a more consistent applicant flow into Zenapply. Now, if you want to post on a website that doesn't do that, for example, let's talk about Craigslist or KSL, for example. What you need to do if you want to post, the link to Zenapply on those job postings on those sites, you would need to come here and click on this Get a Link, which it opens it up and allows you to copy and paste this active link that will link your applicants right to your Zenapply account. So you just take that, copy and paste that into KSL, and post your job, and you have it all linked, ready to go. So, and then once you want to close it, you just click close position and you're closed. So it's real easy to turn jobs on and off. And so any questions at all about those, feel free to reach out to us. Happy to help anytime. The last thing I want to show you is the interview process. The interview process is that profile experience. Now this can be customized for every job if you wanted. You have a default one that if a job profile isn't customized, it's going to go to the default. And you have a lot of different options here. There's 5 different sections that you can build out. The first one is the me section. This is going to include the resume, the references, passion video, personality collage, a word cloud that says, hey, explain your 5 strengths, 5 weaknesses type thing. But you can make any of these required, extra credit, or disabled. If you disable it, it will completely remove it from the experience. So you can make this as robust as you want or as slimmed down as you want. It really depends on the job position and what your needs are. We have work sections, school sections, fun section, just to get more information. But the big one I think that you'll leverage the most is the question section. This is great for screening. And you can we have some preset questions in here, but you can also add additional questions. So let me show you how you would do that. So you come over here to interview settings. You can go to interview questions. You can come in here and click new question. You type in, what is your favorite color? Whatever you want to do. And then what's neat is then you actually choose how you want the applicant to respond. Do you want them to do a video response, a written response, or a yes/no response? Yes/no responses are searchable. So if you want to do a question is, do you speak Spanish? Then you can come to yes/no, and there you go. It's that easy. Now, one thing to remember when adding a question to Zenapply is the default setting is to have that question disabled, right? So if you add a new question to Zenapply, you have to remember to go back into the interview process section and actually assign that question to a job and make that either required or optional or extra credit. So something to always remember when adding those questions. So, and then we also have some different reports, reporting based on sources, where your applicants coming from. Are they coming from Indeed? Are they coming from referrals? Things like that. But that is Zenapply. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. You can reach out to clientsuccess@zenapply.com, or you can reach out to me directly. I'm happy to help at alexcoombs@zenapply.com. And we're very excited to have you guys on board and start getting great applicants. So thanks so much, and have fun with Zenapply.